Hey, let me do a test. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can everybody hear me okay? You got a market that, let me just describe it to you. Tried to go higher, went up to 61 area, the actual high. Let me just see if that number, that was our high that we've had for 2 days that we've been saying it's got to get to. Yeah, it went to 61.60, stopped just shy of that. And now it's backing and filling. But if you look at it, the NASDAQ is still really above where it opened, and the S&P is holding pretty tight, uh, meaning it's hanging in there. And then if you look at setup, you just recently dropped below the, what I would say, the uh, frame on the S&P. It's at 39 right now. That's the lowest we've been, since we made the high. So it's making lows right now. And time-wise, it's about 10 after 1. So I'm glad I'm with you. This is going to be a key time to be with you. We'll see how it flushes out, see if anybody steps in. I remind everybody that today is the day, if you want to get that yield max we told you about, administratively, you can buy those stocks today and get paid on Friday, the weeklies. And I did some of that today. I bought LFGY. Okay. I see Carol here. Remind me to mention it and all. But next 2 days, you got some news. You got the market up here near the highs, and pretty interesting considering that we're hanging at this level, 6140 area. So let me get into the presentation. Got a good presentation for everybody. Thank you for coming. And people are still signing on, but risk involved in trading, we know about that, and past performance is not indicative of future results. Okay. Wow, Carol. I had to look at that one. What price is the stock? I got Carol fired up. Look at their dividends. Let's go take a little walk down memory lane as we finish up June. In May, we had 41 winners, 3 losses, 93% accuracy. I'd take that every month. Let me tell you, that's just outstanding. Don't y'all agree? Would y'all take that every month? We could be at that ratio of accuracy. Yep. I'd definitely take it every month. In June now, we got a little something special going on in June. Never had an entire month in my career that I've been perfect with 2 days to go, 100% accuracy. Okay. And, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 25 winners, 0 losses, 0 losses. If you took the trade yesterday that I put out there, you got to be smiling. I thought that was pretty good. There's the annual Sawgrass. It was a huge success. Everybody's still talking about that one, 10 for 10 in that one. I guess it just keeps getting better and better. Now here's a look at key stocks. You click, here's my 25 tickers that we'll look at. Go take a look at these, and this tells you where everything is here at the end of the month. And Jonathan, how are we going to do this? I'm just curious. Do I click there, or
Yeah,
how do we get there that we can go through it?
Yeah, you should be able to click there, Tom. And once you click the click here, hit the drop down.
I don't know what he's done here. That's the reason I'm asking.
Can you hear me? I don't think Tom can hear me, which is fantastic.
Jonathan, are you there?
I'm logging on to his computer, Joe.
I can't hear Jonathan. Can y'all hear Jonathan?
Hey, Adam, if you can hear me, let me just show my screen with the, I didn't realize it would be that difficult. Let me just show my screen with the numbers, and then Tom can go back to sharing the slides from like normal.
Everybody hear me? Jonathan, let me hear you talk. Make sure I can hear you before I get going back in this thing.
Sure. Can you hear me, Tom?
I can hear you loud and clear. Okay, that's what I was trying to do. Hear you. Okay. All right. So if you look at the market right now, you got the E-mini, Nasdaq, Dow, and crude oil is still showing long for the month, even though crude oil had a tremendous drop from the highs of the day during the war. And then you look down, you see bonds are bullish here at the end of the month. AMD, let's talk about AMD. I made some money on AMD today. AMD, look at it, 119.30, and current price is about 142. It's rocking and rolling. That's AMD. Berkshire's not doing anything. Circle is still long. If you look at where it opened the month and the 3-day high, look at that. Even though Circle hit 298 this week, it's at 207 right now. So it's pulled back from the 298, which seems dramatic. But if you look at it, you got to say, okay, CoreWeave's long, Dave's long, Disney's long. We talked about Disney. I hadn't played Disney. I've just been watching it. FCX is long. A lot of stocks are long. All your indexes are long. Look at Palantir. It's new highs. NVIDIA is the big talk of the town. It finally broke out of 145. That was one of our top 10 tickers this week. Now it's at 153. Go, NVIDIA, go, huh? OWN's long. Palantir's long. SPY's long. X is long. So X moved out. Okay. That was our 25 tickers for the month. Look at MU. Don't they have earnings after the close? Now, NNE hit 39 this morning, is selling off a little bit. Tesla made a run and actually went up to about 357 and then came back down. I think Tesla's going to be a July play, is what I'm thinking. Does everybody understand this is how I do it? I start with the process, putting the tickers that I believe will pay us. I also talk about timing. Every month starts out with the first 3 days. That's what you're looking at there, the 3-day high, 3-day low. You see how valuable that little algo is? Isolating things. Give me a yes if you see what I'm talking about there. I make that point all the time, but I want it really sink in. If a stock is higher than its 3-day high or lower than its 3-day low, you've got a trend 4 out of 5 times for the month. That is a early call, if you know what I mean. I mean, it's really pretty impressive, I think. I've been doing this a long time, and I'd say, maybe want to listen to that guy. Maybe he knows what he's talking about, huh? It's just pretty positive stuff, is what I'm saying.
Okay, Tom, we're back to you sharing your screen for the.
Yeah, I got it. But I want to get some feedback from the customers. Does everybody see how this works? Because we're about to go into what I consider the start of one of the most important halves in my career, July. And I want you to understand what's going to happen. First thing I'm going to do over the weekend is pick 25 stocks that I believe will be there to pay us, okay? Then we'll start tracking those stocks, and from those stocks, we'll pull them down. The first pull down comes with the top 10 tickers, okay? I like what Claire just said. I'm following you all the way to the bank. Well, listen up, listen up. Anyway, this is what I'm talking about, just how valuable it is, okay? Now, how many people were here yesterday when I told you about Genesis and we made that bonus money? Anybody here? I'm just curious. Type yes in the chat if you're here. I like to get some feedback. That's pretty sweet. I'm gonna do it again today. Now, the way DTI works is we start out at the month, then we break it down week by week. That starts on Sunday night. That's the way it works. Monday, I'm recording numbers. Monday night, I have my Futures First class. And I work the numbers for the week inside that monthly trend. The planning session. And then T-Buzz All-Stars. Well, that's the planning session. T-Buzz All-Stars is really Sunday night to get an invitation, but we typically will invite you if we think that we got something to say, especially at the first of the month. So I'm going to invite everybody that wants to come Sunday night. I did a train and trade on this Monday. I covered the roadmap and MTI, the tools that I use. We put out our weekly newsletter Monday after. How many people like our weekly newsletter? By the way, not too late, sign up. I'm still keeping that price at $9.99. $9.99. That comes out Monday after the close. So I refine what I said Sunday night into that newsletter. Then on Tuesday, I have the T-Buzz All-Star get together at 10:45. That is an income pot for anybody that wants to be part of it, because I do that on Tuesday morning, 10:40. Who was there Tuesday morning when we did our live trade for the week? Jim said it'd still be a bargain at $99. I know, Jim, but I want people to stay with me. That's why I had to charge some. I said $9.99 for a year. Okay? So we made money there. I follow up through the week. This morning, I decided on Wednesday morning, I didn't have this schedule. I decided I need to get in front of you again. I'm really seeing the market fairly decent here, and I want you to take advantage of it. Okay, that's why we're here. And we come back tonight at 8. I'll probably do a futures first trade after 9 tonight. And tonight we'll focus on what to look for the next 2 days, finish out the month. Always focusing on education, helping you become a better trader. I think I'm doing that. I feel good about it. I feel good. Wasn't there a song, I feel good like I knew I should? Something like that. Y'all remember that song? Probably date myself, but that's okay. Focus on education, help you become a better trader. Now stick around at the end of this presentation. I got a big bonus today. I decided how many people would like to participate in my first ever scholarship over 5 days? How many people would like to participate in that? I'll tell you more about it at the end of the presentation. Now, I want to focus on what we've done here at Genesis. Take a look at the Genesis continuation yesterday. That was a huge day, right? A continuation means it didn't mark a high and low at 11:30. It stayed with the trend and continued to the close, actually into the night. That was continuation move yesterday. Those are rare, but they do happen 1 out of 5 times. When they do, that's when you can really step on the gun. That's why I stepped on the gun yesterday. Said, fire some bullets. Telling me to be long right there. Now, how do you keep up with all this stuff? Isn't it hard to keep up with everything I talk about? Tell me it's hard to keep up with everything I talk about. Isn't it hard? I think it's hard. So I had to employ technology, the roadmap, MTI. But with technology, I'm able to make it happen. I didn't have this 10 years ago. I didn't have this 5 years ago. If you only take 20% of what I said, it's the best deal you got going, because have you found out I'm right more often than I am wrong? Have y'all figured that one out? I know past performance is not indicative of future success, but if you do the work and you got a habit of doing the right things, you're going to get paid. Look at yesterday. That's a full-blown buy. It only happens 1 out of every 5 days what happened yesterday. Today, you don't have it happen. Today, you have a sideways followed by a mark of a low. And if it goes up from here, it should stop about 610, 611. Jim says if you have the right tools, it's not hard to keep up. Jim, you've been trading, what, 30 years, did you tell me? 30? Long time. You learned a lot, hadn't you? In fact, he learned so much, he's a full-fledged member of DTI. You can erase a lot of sins on a day like yesterday. And I was putting out some trades for people who just got on board. In fact, people that joined Genesis yesterday got an extreme discount because they took the trade I put out. The top line technology, keeping track of these numbers, helped me decide whether to be long, short, or out. At real-time analysis by the computer. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I keep up with the computer. And you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Now this Genesis program I put together is tight, baby. It's tight. This Genesis program is so tight. I want to talk about it, make sure I don't leave anybody behind, because I've never done a scholarship bonus like I'm about to do. It isolates these stocks. You don't want to start July without having Genesis on your side. To figure this out and get an early look at it where you can take advantage of it. That's the beautiful thing about it. Generates those alerts to take advantage of what you're doing. Gives you entry price, profit targets, and stop loss, just like yesterday. Right in the palm of your hand. Now there's a whole bunch of work we got to do between now and the third week of Friday. If you believe the following, we're going to get on the right side. We're going to have the best second half we've ever had. How many people here want to participate in the best second half of their career? That's the bar I'm setting. I got one caveat, and I've always had that caveat all year long. That caveat is I've got to get this bill passed in Congress. If that bill is passed on schedule, you can add 3 weeks to the day it's passed, and I'm bringing out T-Buzz the chimpanzee. He's ready to go. Membership's going to work pretty simple for Genesis. You'll be with me. We'll trade the SPY, the QQQ, IWM, gold, and crude oil. Flag's one of those. We'll take it. Then we take the sector. Then we take inside the sector. That's the beautiful part of it. Listen for that ding. When that ding goes off, we're going to trade. We'll have our entry price. We'll have our stop. We'll have our profit target. Everything you need to target, which will be your next great win. Like 51% on the QQQ. Step by step, got to know time of day. Genesis starts at 11:30. I would say between 11:30 and 1, you get the signals. That's the way it works. Computer keeps up with it, lets you know. Once you learn the basics of how it works and understand it, you're all over it. All over. 24/7, this thing tracks the market and order flow. You got to get into the Telegram channel after you sign up. The masterclass I'm going to hold on Monday will give you the first week of July, what to do around July 4th. 2 to 5 choices every day. You trade the stock or options. I like the options because you get a lot of leverage. Who likes leverage? Options. New, that's fine. I'll teach you what you need to know. Applying these Genesis trades will make it work. We'll dig in and get income. We're going to work this baby. I have cleared my schedule for the second half. What I mean that I'm going to be here to help navigate the second half. I think it's going to be the best second half in my lifetime. I want to participate across the board. That's what I want to have happen. We'll go through the weekly options that I use. Small price options. I don't use big price. You'll be ready to go after that class on Monday. Options at 92. Yesterday's option was 84 cents, I think. I think it was 84 cents, the one we did yesterday. 107% gain, $84. There it is. September 12th, 266% gain on that one. You put $2,500 in each trade, $9,300 in cash. That's real money, folks. Now, we can charge anything we want to, but we're not going to do that because I'm doing it live. I want you to be part of it. I want you to have the technology working for you. Working for you. Not going to have to pay that. You just got to make a decision, be part of it. Get in the door. We'll fill up the 100 that we're going to take today. We'll take advantage when the market's closed or open, and we'll look and monitor this time frame. We'll do the work, and we'll give you the setups. Entry, profit target, stop losses, everything you need to know. And if it goes down, we'll be there too. Some opportunities happen to the downside, like the crash back in July when that happened. Home runs. We're going to be home run hitters. $168 gain on ticker. July 23rd, 5. Gain on gold. This doesn't get old to me. 2,000 turns into 8,400. Downside trades that hit that week. We're talking. The price for this program is $42.95. Fair price for what we do, right there. But why you want to pay that if you'll take action today? Let me tell you what we're going to do. Give you a bunch of bonuses, but I haven't gave you the big bonus yet. The people who got it yesterday didn't even know it. They bought. They walked into a gold mine because I decided overnight there's no sense leaving money on the table, and I'm going to show you how to do it. We'll take $2,500 off, takes it down to $1,795. We're going to cut that in half, and then when we do, that's the icing on the cake. Like Prim, already profitable. Whitney, already profitable. Newest members there. Half off, here it comes. Slash it in half, $8.97. Now, what would happen if I said, we're going to have 5 bonus trades next week, averaging 20 to 35%. You think you could get a scholarship on that? Who could get a scholarship if you do that, if I do that next week for you? I'm talking about 5 bonus trades next week to kick it off when we start the new month. Who could do that? You understand what I'm saying? In other words, if you're part of this program, already existing, this is what you're going to get being an existing customer. This is what you're going to get if you signed up yesterday. This is what you're going to get if you sign up today. I'm going to do 5 trades or bonus next week to kick off the second half of the year. 5. That's over and above the software that it does. I'm going to take you to trades that are set up that will do what I want to do. How many people like that idea? So we're going to fill out the 100 that we have, and that's what we're going to do. Take action today. The deal's been cut. It's cut down, $8.97. Be part of it. You will be invited for that special membership scholarship. Click the link in the chat. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis. Guess what, folks? That's what we're going to do. You can call 904-706-3532 if you need to talk to Kelly or Jeffrey. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis. This is the best deal right here. Get a unique opportunity to upgrade to lifetime. I do that. Free access to the algo. That way you can add stocks in after you learn what to do. Then you can have as many opportunities as you want with this algo indicator. We'll start with the big ones and go to the stocks. Every single ticker in the market will qualify. You get instant access to that for free if you lifetime and take one of the best deals. You'll be flagged as the best deal membership, which gives you don't have to pay for it to get it. You get it today. Don't miss out. They'll be gone. Now, join right now. Drop the link in their chat. Adam, let's get the lifetime members on board. dtitrader.com/Genesis. Now, everybody understand what I'm doing? The big bonus, to kick off the second half of the year, I will do 5 bonus trades next week, started in July. Our goal is to average enough to make this a scholarship for you. How many people think I can do it? That's my challenge. How many think I can do it? All you have to do is get signed up now to qualify. KF says, I know you can, Tommy. How many people like the idea of me doing something like this? 25 trades so far in June. We're going to start out July with 5 trades in here. Polly says, I'm in. Get on board. Phelps says he just signed up. He's in too. Let's make some money. Second half of the year, I want it to be the best second half you've ever had. In my case, I got a lot of times to overcome for the second half to be the best. I've had some good ones. This is it, folks. Bob will reserve your spot. Put your name and phone number where Kelly's traveling, where she'll call you. We'll touch base with her. I have Jonathan touch base, get you in. I want you to have one of these spots. Don't be waiting when the week after next, I post these 5 trades to guys. It was right there. You had to take a bite of the apple. You had to take a bite of the apple. Now, Fred, I don't have it in front of me, but it was outstanding. It was just outstanding. $42, $30, but last 75 trades have been outstanding. Genesis has been part of it. Had 3 losses. Now, I did have 3 losses out of 75 trades. What's that accuracy rate? 3 out of 75. Had 3 losses out of 75 trades. What's that accuracy rate? Frederick, put your number there. I'll call you. I'll help you. I'll give you a call, Fred. Any last minute questions for me? I'll be back tonight at 8. Everybody knows the plan. Yeah, I use the inverse when oil does go down. Absolutely. All right, I laid it out there for you. Y'all have a great day. I'll see everybody at 3 o'clock, or excuse me, at 8 o'clock tonight. Let's let the day sort out. I think the outcome's going to be higher. Maybe not today, but maybe starting tonight. They're doing a little backing and filling right now is all it is, the way I read it. Okay. Thank you for coming. I'll see everybody on the flip side.